Happy Friday, Kandezi families. I wanted to come to you and give you a mid-quarter family update. I know that we come together once a quarter for our town halls, but so much is changing so quickly. And I just wanted to come together and just give you some updates specifically around COVID protocols that are changing and some COVID related policies. As always, I am available if you have any questions, if you want to send me an email or schedule some time with me. My email address is kgunn, Gunn, at kandezi.org. So, in general, I first just want to say that our geniuses have done an extraordinary job adhering to our COVID protocols, making sure that they're properly masking, keeping their hands sanitized, physical distancing when possible, and just doing all the things that we've asked them to do. So, shine to those geniuses doing the thing and even keeping us on our toes and making sure that we're doing all the things. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I do want to remind you of a few things. If you or any member of your household is having symptoms of illness, please do not send your child to school until you have been cleared by a doctor via a COVID test. And I've also reminded you, and I want to say again, all geniuses participating in After School All Stars or Genius Studios must have a testing consent form on file. That is super important because it helps us to mitigate the spread of COVID, especially when we don't have the opportunity to cohort those classes. So, two reminders for you. Thank you for adhering to that. And then, in response to some ongoing circumstances in classrooms, our protocol for classroom safety has been slightly modified to include the following. So, a classroom may be temporarily moved to virtual learning if two or more geniuses are assessed by a medical professional and determined to be exhibiting symptoms of COVID 19 within a 48-hour period. So, what that means is if one of our medical professionals assesses kids in the same class and they see that three or more of them are showcasing symptoms of COVID within 48 hours, we may move that class to virtual learning. So I just wanted to give you that caveat to let you know prior to this allowance, kids were showing COVID symptoms. We sent them home. Parents were not giving us information as to whether or not the child tested positive. The protocol previously said that we couldn't move forward until we knew that a child was positive. So this just helps to give our medical staff the ability to use their professional discernment to help keep our classrooms safe. Surveillance testing. We are happy to let you know that our surveillance testing process is actively working across all three campuses. So, super, super shine. This week, we had more geniuses sign up than we've had all year long so far. And so, shine to Gideon's with 87 geniuses who signed up and were tested this week. Shine to Kandezi 04th Ward with 232 geniuses and Kandezi West with 195 geniuses testing this week. So thank you, parents, for getting those consent forms in. It's still not too late. If you want to sign up, you can go to kandezi.org, go to schools, scroll down to homecoming, and you can click on the consent form. We are also I also just want to say thank you to our families. Many of you have been instrumental in being, boots on the ground, doing some grassroots work around sending each other text messages, reminding you of the Wednesday testing, encouraging each other, taking pictures, videos, showing that it does not hurt. So thank you so much for helping us and using your voice and leaning into our collective responsibility, that core value that we hold dear. So thank you. Additionally, please note that our 12 and older geniuses can sign up for the vaccine and get that vaccine on site. Again, you can go to kandezi.org. Scroll over to schools, click down on homecoming, and you can sign up for the vaccine if your child is 12 and older. And I also wanted to give you just some information around other actions that you can take. So, if your child is 12 and older, you can sign up for the vaccine. Remember that you can sign up for testing every day. We're masking, we're doing all the things, making sure our hands are clean. If your kid is sick, please keep them at home. those are the things that you can do. So thank you for that. I know that many of you have wondered about our COVID related data. So I'm happy to share with you that even though this information is available on the APS website, we are proud to share that we are creating a very user friendly Kendesi dashboard that will have valuable information related to the number of classroom closures, positive cases, our vaccination stats, and our testing statistics as well. So, even though that dashboard is not up yet, there are a couple things that I wanted to share with you. I told you about the number of students that we had to test this week, and every week, 100% of our staff participate in surveillance testing. So I wanted to give you that information. This week, in terms of our classroom closures, at Gideon's, we reported 2 positive cases of COVID 19. We closed 2 classrooms and switched them to virtual learning. At O4W, we had 4 reported cases of COVID 19. The impact was across 13 classrooms that are now in virtual learning. And that West just came back from a 2-week virtual learning experience. They reported no cases of COVID 19 this week. In terms of our vaccination status, right now at our middle schools, we do have less than 5% of our students who are vaccinated that are 12 and older. And then for the adults in our building at O4W, we have 60% of our staff who are vaccinated. At West, we have 41% of our staff who are vaccinated, and at Gideon's, we have 40% of our staff who are vaccinated. And that data comes from the state of Georgia. Any staff who were vaccinated in Georgia, that was reported as of August 2nd. And I shared the testing data with you, but these are the types of statistics that you'll be able to see on our dashboard coming soon to you. And lastly, I just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you to our families. I know that this has not been ideal. This is not what we even thought we were coming back to in the spring. You know, we had high hopes for what the fall would look like, but we have been able to just come in and do all the things. Principal Penn has nicknamed this the year of the pivot. And so we have been pivoting, and we're doing so with joy and with our core value of love as well. And so I just want to say thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your support. We're continuing to ask for your patience as we navigate this thing, but we are happy to be back with your geniuses in person, and we're going to continue to do what we do best at Kendesi, where we love, educate, and value every child. And so I just want to say it is my absolute gift to serve as your executive director. Thank you, families, for all you do. Be safe this weekend. Remember that the CDC has recommended that if you are not vaccinated, that you not travel. So let's make some good choices, and we'll see you next week.